What is up, and welcome back to the Wigan Athletic career, where we're only about a month out since the end of last episode, but oh my goodness, things got a little nuts. But first things first, we start off going over the results since last episode. We came back after call it a humbling loss to Chelsea in the FA Cup, that 5-1 defeat at Stamford Bridge, but we came back. We beat Millwall 3-1. That's something about this team. We lose some games, but we always bounce back. We don't let that dictate our form going forward. We don't have that dip that we've seen in years past with Wigan. We come back and we get a win. We love to see that. We follow that win up with a loss to Middlesbrough. That one was just one of those games. They caught us on one counterattack. We controlled the majority of the game. We just couldn't figure out a way to score. They're a tough team to break down. It is what it is. But we came back again after that. We beat Derby 3-2. We beat Coventry 2-0 to finish off the month of January. Into February, we beat Swansea 2-1. A 1-1 draw with West Brom was disappointing, to say the least. Another game that we controlled. We scored, I think, around the 70th minute. Lewis Thornton, he's still playing, getting game time, making an impact. Thought he had the game winner there with 20 minutes to go. And then Charlie Hughes did Charlie Hughes things and gave up an equalizer. Same thing he's been doing all year. He goes to close down the man with the ball. He slides all the way across and opens up a shooting lane, and they scored. I honestly don't know how to fix that. I'm trying. I'm doing everything I can think of to make him stop doing that, but it's an issue, and it's just going to be an issue for the rest of the season, I think. But we bounced back after that, beat Oxford 1-0, and that brings us to this game against Southampton. Like I said, only about a month since the end of last episode, but the reason I came back for this game against Southampton is because all of these results that we've been getting have brought us up to second place. We're in an automatic promotion spot. Didn't think that was going to be the case this year, but we just keep finding a way to turn out results. It says we're 5 points behind Leicester. We are. They have 2 games in hand. We're still quite a ways back. I don't think a title is in the cards for us, unless Leicester keeps slipping up. They've been in pretty bad form recently. But the teams right behind us are also very, very close. We're 1 point ahead of Leeds on the same number of games played. Ipswich is only 2 points back with a game in hand. Southampton is only 3 points back with a game in hand. And that's why we came back for this one. Now, I said things got a little crazy, and that was mostly to do with the transfer window. We ended up doing way more in the transfer window than I ever thought we would. But I realized about halfway through it, after we sold Matthew Smith and Lewis Tate and Baba Adigbo, we're going to make some upgrades to this team. We're just going to bring in some new faces, keep things fresh. We don't want to get stagnant and have our form dip off. We want to continue to progress and continue to try to get better. So we ended up selling Luke Robinson as well to Orlando City, and that opened up quite a bit of transfer budget. Now, my first thought was to go out and get a goalkeeper that was either equal to or maybe even slightly above Sam Tickle's level. I didn't mind Ryan Robinson. He played really well in that stretch where Sam Tickle was just absolutely unplayable. But he did also start to dip off, and I wanted to bring in somebody that could challenge Sam Tickle and someone I was comfortable with bringing in case Tickle fell off again. And my first thought, I found Matt Turner. He was transfer listed by Nottingham Forest. I wanted him, but he wanted too much money. He was just too expensive. He wanted upwards of 20 grand. Our top player, I think, makes like 10 or 11K right now. It just wasn't possible to do that. Unfortunately, he ended up going to Belgium where he's making 11 grand a week. I don't know why he wouldn't sign that with us. If he would have, he'd be our new goalkeeper, but he didn't, so we weren't able to sign him. Following the failed signing of Matt Turner, I spent a lot of time looking at other goalkeepers. I even went so far as to loan Ryan Robinson out for the rest of the season, and I ended up coming to the conclusion that I could just sign a goalkeeper for free. I got Miguel Acosta. He's actually the same rating as Ryan Robinson, so not an upgrade there, but we do bring in another decently young goalkeeper that might have some potential to him. Honestly, I ended up just signing basically another backup that could grow a little bit. We could flip for some money later on. Not exactly the upgrade we were looking for there, but we're just going to believe in Sam Tickle for the rest of the season. May or may not be a mistake, but we continue with the free agency trend, and we actually signed a couple of really good players. Harvey Leonard, a 19-year-old CDM, another good young holding midfielder. I think he might have some good potential to him, so I'm excited to get him in there and get him going. Alberto Prieto, after we sold Luke Robinson and we needed another fullback, I had my eye on this guy since last year, and no one went to pick him up. I decided now is the time to pull the trigger. 72 rated. He can play right back and left back. He can even play a little further forward if we need him to. Just a good, solid young player to bring in for our team. And then maybe the crown jewel of our free agency thus far, we went and got Wyland Cyprian. I think that's how you say his name. I'm pretty sure. I actually haven't seen him play in years. He was a really good player back in the day for Nice. Very, very good midfielder. Kind of fell off a little bit recently, but we found him 31 years old in free agency, decided to pick him up as well. A good playmaking option coming off the bench late in games if we need a little bit of extra offense. Maybe take out one of the defensive-minded CDMs and put more of a playmaker in there, and he's filled that role really, really well. And all those free agents we signed are great. We're undoubtedly a better team now than we were at the start of the transfer window, but I still had about £6 million sitting around, and the one thing I hadn't done was sign a truly impactful player, someone that can either play a bunch of positions, maybe a younger player that can grow with us a little bit and just make an impact every single game. So I went out, I checked the players that were loan listed because you can usually get them for a little bit cheaper than their value, and I found the one I wanted. And it's Mikey Moore from Tottenham, the 18-year-old wide midfielder. We got him for £3.7 million. Now, you might be thinking, we have a lot of wide midfielders, a lot of good young wide midfielders. Brian Gonzalez, Lewis Thornton, Marco Pasalic, even Dion Rankin is still like 22 and growing. So why did we sign another wide mid? Because as you can see, I'm now training him to play center attacking mid. My thought process here is, this season, the remainder of the season, he can kind of play everywhere and he can get game time every single game. Whether it's starting or coming off the bench, he's going to be an impact player. But moving forward, if we do get promoted, I'm not sure Thilo Asgard, as much as I love him, and I do love Thilo Asgard, I don't think he's going to be a starter at the next level in the Premier League. I'd love to keep him around, if possible, as a squad player, but as a starter, I don't think he quite has that in him. And if Mikey Moore trains up and is good at the center attacking mid position, that's our guy. So now with all of that out of the way, let's get in here and take on Southampton. One of the biggest games we have remaining this season. Still a couple months left to play. Still a lot of games to play. But a win here would go a long way in securing either automatic promotion or at the very least a playoff spot. A loss or a draw, and it's going to be a long couple of months for us. All right. I like the way we've started this game. Good stop defensively. We got a shot off offensively. That was... Tap it in! Will Fish! Will Fish! I think the football gods are looking down upon us today. What an absolute gift of a goal to start this game. Oh my goodness. Southampton are in trouble. Ooh, Robbie rises and wins that header, and it's down for Brian Gonzalez. Can he find a run of a Robbie? No, he's going to hold on to it. That's okay. We'll keep some possession here. Inside for Rodriguez. Rodriguez, find it to Asgard, or don't. Now he does. Asgard has a shot. That was a great save. I swear I thought he was going to score, but we're still on it. Asgard back for Pasalic. Fancy pass for Sessegnon. Leaves it for Pasalic. Can we work another shot here, boys? Sessegnon for Asgard. Leaves it for a Robbie. Go this keeper. Sugawara. What an absolute unit. Huge saves. He made the save on the corner as well that unfortunately ended up in the back of his net anyway, but good Lord, he's on one. Ball up for a Robbie here. Holds it up. Now gives it to Pasalic. We got a bit of a mismatch on this side. Go on, Pasalic. In there for Asgard. This keeper is pissing me off. Corner for us. Can we make some more magic from a set piece? We're going directly for... I'm not sure if that was for Fish or for a Robbie. Didn't end up finding either one of them. But Gonzalez... there's Will Fish. Leaves it. You ain't stopping that one. Point blank from just inside the penalty spot. And... I'm not sure who scored that. Is that is that Pavic? It's Marco Pasalic. I'm sorry. Pavic and Pasalic and a little bit of Benavidez. They all kind of look the same. Not going to lie. But it is Marco Pasalic. I should have known with that shot power it was Marco, but only he could hit it that hard on our team. Marco Pasalic scores. It's 2-0 to Wigan. If I set our tactical focus to defensive, which it is right now, we seem to play better. I'm not sure what it is. If I set it to offensive, like attacking and try to go forward, we play it horrible. We get out of position. Players are all over the place, don't know what their jobs are. They don't know where they're supposed to be. It's a disaster. But if I set it to defensive, we look like Prime Barcelona sometimes. And we're steaming forward again. It's Marco Pasalic just hit it. On your left. Nope. He leaves it to a Robbie. I may have been wrong about the shot power thing. Yusuf Arabi has a freaking cannon. Holy smokes, he absolutely roofed it. Paslic has a goal and an assist. Arabi's off the mark on his left foot. Absolutely smoked it by the keeper. What a finish from Yusuf Arabi. 3-0 to Wigan. Given that Southampton, every single possession, they try to move it up this side of the field. Oh, God, Charlie Hughes did the thing again. He did the thing again. He just slid right by Adam Armstrong. I don't know how to stop him from doing that. I hate to have to replace a player who, on paper, should be so very good. And he's still young, and he's actually growing now, but he just slid right by Adam Armstrong and gave up an open shot. The finish was spectacular from Armstrong, to be fair, but look at him come up here. He just ran right by him, and he does that all the time. Get back and defend. Please do not give up a second goal before halftime. It's going to be absolutely tragic if we allow this to happen. Oh, no. Oh, Charlie Hughes, please. Okay. Hughes did the thing again. He slid by him, but because of where the ball was on the pitch, he actually slid into the shooting lane. He got away with it that time, but I might actually... Ref? Ref? No card? Okay, there's just so much happening in this game. So at halftime, we're looking all right. Up 3-1. The ratings are a little bit weird. Pavic is on a 5.6. I think that's because Southampton are attacking up the opposite side of the field. Pavic just hasn't had anything to do, to be honest. They're actually attacking up the side with Hughes on it, and I have to assume that that's intentional. So I'm actually going to swap Hughes and Fish for the second half. If Southampton switches and goes up the other side to again attack Charlie Hughes, I'm going to take Hughes off. I'm not comfortable leaving him in this game when a team knows he's the weak link and they're attacking him intentionally. Doesn't seem like a recipe for success. They're still, it looks like they're still trying to move the ball up their left-hand side. So I don't think, maybe because it works. Maybe that's why they're doing that. I don't, see right now I wish they had the tactical ability to slide people over to that side to help, but I just don't. So we're just kind of at the mercy of the game engine at this point. This could be a problem. Back inside for Arabi. I really prefer if it wasn't Arabi carrying the ball forward. All right, back out wide. Now for Arabi. Okay. Asgard gets it. Brian Gonzalez. No, he shot it right at the keeper. Oh, we needed that goal. We really could have used that one. How do they still have so many people back? They've got to be thinking about pushing numbers forward and going for this. We play a counterattacking style. Eventually, we're going to have a chance to get one more goal here. That's a really good ball to Lewis Thornton. There's not a lot of help. Thornton! Oh, he almost scored that. That would have been a nasty goal. Oh, no. Oh, he's so... Why are we just letting him shoot? We're just... What did Charlie Hughes just do? I don't understand what just happened. He just... Why? Why would you not go close the ball down there? What is that? Tete lays it off for Lewis Thornton. I thought Lewis Thornton was going to be able to squeeze through that gap. Now he might be able to. Lewis Thornton! What a... This keeper, man. I'm signing... I don't know who their keeper is. I'm signing him in the offseason. My God, he's a brick wall. Oh, Lord. I don't want to watch. We've just failed miserably to defend this entire second half. And I don't think it's going to get any better. Oh, please, keep going backwards. Don't bring the ball forward. Oh, Lord, Fish, stay in position. Stay in position, Will. We're okay. We're not. We're less okay. I don't even know who just got a free kick. They got a free kick for something. For what? What did they just get a free kick for? Not like this. Don't you dare. Not like this. That. We were 3-0 up in this game. 3-0 up in this game. We just lost 4-3. That goal, to be fair, we got a similar one for our first goal of the game. But that is an absolute gut punch. I'm not even going to get a chance here because we can't move the ball forward. No, ref blows the final whistle. A game we were 3-0 up, in complete control, flipped on its head after Charlie Hughes made the blunder at the end of the first half and gave them a goal back. They had done nothing in this game up until that point. And after that goal, they just took over. I may have made a mistake in not bringing in a center back. It may be the mistake that cost us promotion this year. So that loss hurts. Forget the nature of how we just lost that game. The loss itself plummets us from 2nd to 5th. We're now 4 points back of Ipswich in that final automatic promotion spot. Leicester City are just gone now. They're 11 points ahead, still with a game in hand. The good news is we're about to play a lot of teams that are lower down in the table. I know we've got a game against Watford coming up, Preston North End. Our final game of the season is against Sheffield Wednesday, so that's also pretty helpful. But up next, we have Stoke. And then we get into March. There's the game against Watford, Birmingham City, Preston, and then we have Luton Town. I think we'll come back for this game against Luton Town to finish off this episode. So I'll go away, take care of these next 4 games, and we'll come back for Luton. And we're back, and good news, we took care of business. In fact, we didn't drop a single point in the 4 games since that loss to Southampton. We bounced back with a 3-2 win over Stoke City. In fact, that was really the only game since then that looked in any doubt. We were up 3-1 in that game. We started to crumble at the end, though. They got a late goal and kept the pressure on, but we held on for the 3 points. Into March, 3-1 win over Watford, a 6-1 drubbing of Birmingham. Arabi got a hat trick in that one. Mikey Moore finally got off the blocks. He got a goal and then added a second in that one. We went on to win 6-1 and then a 3-1 win over Preston North End. Mikey Moore got his first start in that game and scored another goal. So 3 goals in his last 2 games. Safe to say he's acclimating well to life at Wigan. And those results move us back up into 2nd place. I'm actually not sure what happened to Southampton after that win. You would think that'd be the kind of a win that would propel the team on to have a strong end of the year. I don't think they've won a game since they beat us. They've fallen back down to 5th. We're level on points now with Leeds, who we will play next month in the final episode of this regular season. I still don't think we're ever going to catch Leicester City, though. So we really are just playing for that final promotion spot. And now we get to take on 7th place Luton Town. And here is the team we're going to go with. Something I forgot to mention before. Since that loss to Southampton, Charlie Hughes has not seen a single minute on the field. In fact, he hasn't even been on the bench for the last 4 games. We've gone with a combination of Jackson Reagan and the young Dutch center back we picked up out of free agency, Bakker. They've both been very, very good. No need to go back to Charlie Hughes. He will not be on the bench for this one again. We're going to go with Jackson Reagan. I was tempted to start Mikey Moore. He's been on a hot streak, but we are going to go back with Pasalic and Gonzalez for this one. Mikey Moore will start the game on the bench. That's a good dink ball over the top. What the hell was that goal? How from that? I'm sorry, what? How from that angle and that ball? There's no chance. What's the XG on that one? It's got to be negative. There's no way. That is an absurd finish. I don't even know who to be mad at for that. I would assume it has to be Tickle. But, like, I'm not even sure if I can blame him. Who would expect him to put that shot on target from there? Sessignon, Pasalic in an onside position. Arabi miles from the goal. Oh, we're cycling it back. There we go. Now Arabi. Have the shot. Yusuf Arabi. The league's leading scorer equalizes. Not necessarily an instant reply, but I don't think Luton really touched the ball since they scored. So we'll take that. It's 1-1. Rodriguez plays. Oh, ball's in. Oh, no, you never mind. I'm not worried. I'm not too worried about crosses in there with Jackson Reagan. He is a monster. Did we just head that ball backwards, though? Jackson Reagan in the... All right, that one is on Sam Tickle. That one is inexcusable. That was... Why do they do this to me? Why does this keep happening? That's such a piss poor shot to let go in. Reagan got in the way of the pass initially, couldn't quite close down that shot. That has to be saved. 10 times out of 10, that has to be saved. That's terrible from Sam Tickle. Reagan, they're going to score again. Oh, Jackson Reagan with the recovery. Oh my God, I was about to absolutely go ballistic. That was so bad defensively again from us. But we're moving the ball up the wing on the counterattack. Can we equalize again? Pasalic back to Asgard. This team has just not looked very good. Arabi from distance. Their keeper knows how to use his hands. Good for them, I guess. All right, corner. Can we just aim this for Jackson Reagan? We do. He somehow loses a header. He's taller than the Jolly Green Giant. I'm not sure how that was possible. We recycle it for Gonzalez, though. Stops, turns. See, their keepers do that, but our keeper is a freaking moron. Why? Tim Krul's like 45 years old, and he's bouncing around. He's got the agility of freaking Dutch Spider-Man, but our goalkeeper can't even use his 10 fingers that he was given at birth. What is going on? That was an incredible pass. I can't say shit about that. That was a really good goal. That was a great pass from Gonzalez to find Arabi and a spectacular finish. Ref, please blow the whistle for halftime. He does. Okay. Let's go and regroup a little bit. That was a piss poor half from us. Way too many easy shots for Luton Town. The good news is Arabi's decided to bring his scoring boost today, and he has scored twice to rescue us. But, oh, the defense. I'm going to throw some water bottles at halftime. So here's the ratings at halftime. I think it's pretty easy to figure out where the problem is. Alan Rodriguez, I'll be honest, has just been bad all year. Just hasn't worked out as a left back option for us. I think Prieto and Corbin are going to get a strong look down the stretch this season at left back. Rodriguez is just terrible defensively. Will Fish is on a 6 purely because he technically gave up that first goal, though I'm not really sure you could blame him. The header was just insane. Jackson Reagan's on a 6.9. Not sure how. He has not been that good. Sessione's on a 6.5. I would agree with that. Nothing special. Hasn't really been a problem, though. And Sam Tickle's on a 6.0. He better start figuring out how to stop shots, or he better learn Spanish, because I'm going to ship him off to some Bolivian cartel team and forget he ever existed. And I am going to make 2 changes at halftime. Mikey Moore is coming on for Pasalic, who just has genuinely not been involved in play so far in this game. And I took off Rodriguez, and I switched Session to the left and brought in Rankin on the right. This is nice play. Now we're starting to figure some stuff out. Mikey Moore. Good pass. Arabi back for Mikey. Yo, Mikey Moore might be a problem. Mikey Moore, can he finish it? Oh, he can finish. Oh, Mikey Moore. My goodness. The kid has arrived at Wigan. I think he has scored in his last 3 games. Every time he stepped foot on the field the last 3 games, he scored a goal. We might have an issue here. Pasalic might have lost his job. We might start putting Brian Gonzalez on the right, Mikey Moore on the left, and just let them terrorize teams, because Mikey Moore is nasty. Okay, well, this is working now. Pavic steps up. Yo, Arabi's got to step. Arabi from Mikey Moore. Arabi! Oh, Lord, I forgot who was up there. It's for Arabi. He doesn't score the one-on-ones. He scores the most difficult chances you put in front of him, but those chances, parking lot balls every time. Gets it to Mikey Moore. Can he make something happen, Mikey? Oh, my God. He's got the skills on the ball. He's like Brian Gonzalez. Ball in. Arabi! At least the header was on target. It was kind of a tough angle. That wasn't any tougher than what they scored from, though. That's another great run from Arabi. Gonzalez finds him. Arabi! What a freaking save. I seriously, Dutch Spider-Man, but our keeper can't make a single save. Like, what is that? Okay, we're going to go back for Pavic. Reset a little bit. Give it to Gonzalez. There you go. Gonzalez, put a ball in. There's Arabi. It's in the back of the net. That should do it. Gotta love Luton's ground. You get some great replays here. Doesn't matter. I know we are celebrating like crazy. Hell, we're on the pitch celebrating with them. Let's go, boys. We've seen this one out. There is the final whistle. 4-2 is the final score. Big win for Wigan. Very nervy game. Arabi with the hat trick, though. Oh, he stepped up in some big spots this year, Yusuf Arabi. He still misses some sitters, but he is still improving. He's young enough. He's still growing. We might have a potential star on our hands, or an absolute donkey. I'm still not sure. The jury's still out on Arabi, to be honest. And you know how I said at the beginning of this episode, I'm not sure Asgard is going to improve enough to be a starter at the next level? Yeah, well, we just got an email from our assistant manager saying that he's reached his physical and technical levels we're expecting from him. Meaning, he's basically maxed out his potential. He can still grow a little bit, but not much more than what he is right now. I'm assuming that means he just went up to 74 overall, which isn't bad. Again, that's good enough to be a squad player and a pretty impactful one in the Premier League. But yeah, we're definitely going to need an improvement on him once we do make that jump. And would you look at that, Mikey Moore is up for EFL Championship Player of the Month, along with Arabi and Asgard and Olatunji. I don't know who he plays for, but 3 of the 4 players are from Wigan. That kind of shows you what kind of form we've been in. So we now stand alone in second place on 80 points. Right behind us, Ipswich and Leeds. We do play Leeds next episode. We have 2 games before that. We play Blackburn. I think they're like 16th. And Cardiff 16th. Blackburn's 19th. So winnable games. More points to pick up before we play Leeds. Hopefully we'll have a little bit more of a gap before we play them. If not, we'll have to take care of business. And after that, we've got Sunderland, Hull City, that big game against Leicester City. I'm hoping we got a big enough gap before we play Leicester City that game doesn't trip us up and screw us over too much. And then we finish the season at home against Sheffield Wednesday, who I think are in the relegation zone. So lots of points still to play for. Automatic promotion is, our destiny's in our own hands right now. We just have to keep the form up. We're doing good. I'd say we're the favorites for that automatic promotion spot right now. But we got work to do. So that's it for this one. If you did enjoy it, make sure to let me know by leaving a like below. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you when we come back for some more Wigan Athletic career.